Today I will be doing a Para-Intelligent Mediumship session with Bon Scott, the original leader and singer of AC/DC. One thing I want to mention before Anna comes in and asks me some questions is that Bon Scott was a shy person who felt everything deeply. Drinking and drugs were his way of coping with fame. He wanted to hide from the public eye, but still loved being on stage. Being on stage was something he really did enjoy. Dealing with the public and fame was really tough for him. He felt like nobody actually understood him. When I feel his essence of who he is, he could be really romantic, moody, but I can see in him and feel in his soul, he is also creative and he could tap into what the public wanted from the band. Bon is telling me right now, he's right beside me, he did not always get it right with the public. But I've got to disagree with that because the results of AC/DC breaking into America is amazing. He was not the big, tough man people saw on the stage. So, hello, Anna, how are you?
Hi, Ella. Thanks for doing this ACDC mediumship piece. I believe actually one of your subscribers requested it, so hopefully they'll enjoy it. Shall we kick off?
Yes, yes.
So, Bon Scott, ACDC's charismatic frontman, died at 33 on February the 19th, 1980, in East Dulwich, London. After heavy drinking at the Music Machine nightclub, which is now known as Coco, with friend Alastair Kinnear, a former musician and alleged drug dealer, Scott passed out in Kinnear's Renault, parked outside 67 Overhill Road. He was left overnight in freezing conditions and found unresponsive the next morning. Pronounced dead on arrival at King's College Hospital, the coroner report ruled his death was acute alcohol poisoning, classified as death by misadventure, with some accounts suggesting he may have aspirated vomit while unconscious. Very sad. Um, Over to
It,
you, Ella. How did he die?
he is actually saying to me right now, I was very drunk, had a lot of drugs as well, and he's telling me that he was actually strangled to death. But the coroner just didn't pick it up. And he's also saying, he's saying cocaine. And what I can see around him when he was actually dying is a man with long blonde hair at the time of his death. And I'm asking Bon, is this correct? And he's saying yes. I can see you were robbed of your jewelry and money as well. And I'm asking him again, is this correct? And he was saying it was homeless person who has now died. So there's no way of tracing this person that did this to him.
So, why didn't the coroner say that on his death certificate, Ella, do you think?
He's saying to me, they saw me as a useless drunk and drug-fueled, infamous person who was not worth his time. I did not show signs of being strangled, but I was.
Conspiracy theories, including heroin involvement, have persisted, as explored in Jesse Fink's 2017 book, Bon, The Last Highway, which criticized the police investigation, but the official cause remains alcohol related. Were you taking heroin as well, Bon?
He said to me that he's actually tried it, but he knew it would be a death sentence for his career.
Scott was at the career peak, really, with AC/DC, close to success. after Highway to Hell, and his death nearly ended the band before they recruited Brian Johnson and released Back in Black. What did he think of Brian Johnson, Ella?
Yeah, Bon Scott is actually saying talented, but my life was cut short, and I am angry about it. I have haunted the band from time to time. They know it is me. And what does he think of Brian Johnson? He's not impressed. Little bit jealous, he's saying.
Before his death, Scott's career soared as AC/DC's lead vocalist and lyricist. He joined in October 1974 and impressed Malcolm and Angus Young while working as their chauffeur in Adelaide, who replaced Dave Evans, contributing a raw, bluesy edge and cheeky lyrics across 7 albums. What did he think of Dave Evans?
Well, I'm actually going to swear, so excuse me. He's saying he's a dickhead, floating on my fame tails, trying to be famous.
So, looking at personally, he lived on a rock and roll lifestyle of heavy drinking, partying, and casual relationships, though he remained friends with ex-wife Irene Thornton and they divorced in 1977. Is there anything he perhaps wants to tell Irene, Ella?
Yeah, what he's saying is, you lost your love for me because things were tough. I proved you wrong and I made it big. And I regret all the pain I caused you. And he's also saying he regrets that they didn't have children. They would have been good looking, he's saying, with her genes. Mhm.
Dave Stevens, is he Bond's child?
Yes, he's the result, he is saying to me, of a one night stand with a young fan. 100% that's his child.
So Bond had an on-off romance with Margaret Silver Smith until 1977. Tell us
Mhm.
about that, Ella.
Yes, this was a great friendship, he's saying, and a good lover. He's saying they had a lot in common, and she was a rock in supporting him. He's saying good woman and so cute as well. And he's actually, really smiling and nodding his head as he's saying that.
Okay, well, he was known for his humour, his generosity, and working class ethos, but his excesses took a real toll on his health. Apparently, he briefly considered leaving AC/DC in '79 due to fatigue, but did recommit. What health problems did he have?
Number one, as everybody knows, the booze, the drugs, and he had extreme dizzy spells, he's telling me, and head pain. And his left eye would go cloudy when he was very tired, and he had a lot of pain in his left leg.
So, what caused the dizzy spells?
He's telling me that he came off on a motorbike and had an accident. Now, this is actually documented as well in the press. So he did tell me, but that is documented as well.
To post the accident, he briefly sang with Mount Lofty Ranges Collective, writing originals like Carissa, and worked odd jobs such as a fertilizer plant in Wallaroo. What was this period in his life like?
He's saying he enjoyed it, but it was not for him. But he wasn't scared of hard work, this man, not at all.
In 1966 to 1970, Scott co-led the Valentines with Vince Lovegrove, and they formed the Spectres and the Winstons. They gained fame in Australia, and the band disbanded in August 1970 after a marijuana scandal involving Lovegrove. What happened here?
Yeah, and he's actually laughing about this in a nervous laugh. What an extreme intense time it was. He would have been locked up for years, all of them actually. And this actually followed us, so they decided to split up. But yeah, they all could have been banged up.
Personally, Scott adopted a flamboyant image characterized by long hair and tight-fitting outfits. Um, what was this image about for himself? Why did he choose to look this way?
He's saying to me long hair was fashionable at the time, and he had quite thick hair, so it used to stand out. And tight outfits, the reason for that is women always told him how sexy his body was. So
Not
image,
shy.
not I know.
So from 64 to 66, Scott began his music career with Spectres in Perth, initially as a drummer and occasional vocalist, in a beat R&B type vibe. And he formed this with school friends, playing local gigs, gaining a following in Fremantle's teen scene. How was this time in your life?
I love making people happy, and being on stage, he liked the attention, but he didn't like it off stage. That is
Mm.
the interesting thing. He needed that time um to go and hide, to very creative and uh moody as well. So he needed that time so he could face everybody again.
In his teens and early adulthood, 50s to 60s, he lived in a rugged, kind of rebellious lifestyle in Australia after immigrating, working blue-collar jobs, farm labours, truck driving, bartending, fishing, boat work, and as a postman, apparently. Really kind of harking back to his working class roots. How did he feel about immigrating?
He's saying to me the UK and the USA was where the music scene was. I never thought he would make it as a singer in Australia. That's how he felt.
And how was it working in these blue-collar jobs for him?
He's saying to me, better than sitting on my, he's saying it starts with A, but on his bum with no money. Better to work, keeps me out of trouble, he's saying. The work itself could be fun at times.
As a wild youth, so he was involved in minor crimes like theft, unlawful carnal knowledge, leading to 9 months in juvenile detention at Riverbank, and the being instituted there in juvenile 15, 16. Wow, what on earth happened here? What is this about?
This is a period where he's actually got tears in his eyes. He's saying, I regret this deeply, but we were both young and he didn't rape anybody. That's what he's saying. And he is, I feel he's telling the truth 100%.
So apparently he tried to join the army at the age of 15 and was rejected to his socially maladjusted record. Why did he try to join the army?
I wanted an education and I wanted to travel the world.
Musically, he learned drums and bagpipes from his father, playing in the Fremantle Scots Pipe Band from the age of 12, and earned the nickname Bon from Bonnie, Scotland. How did he feel about his nickname?
And my family thought I was talented musically and I had an ear for pitch. It made me feel really good.
So he was close to his family, it sounds like, including the older brother Sandy, who died at a young age from illness, and younger siblings Derek, Graham, and Valerie. Was he close to his family?
How could I not with a Scottish family that is always joking and messing about? They had a lot of fun. Even though they were working class people, they had so much fun.
Scott's family emigrated from Scotland to Australia in 1952 on the RMS Franchi, arriving in Melbourne and then settled in Sunshine, Victoria for 4 years. They moved to Fremantle, Western Australia in 56 due to his brother Sandy's asthma, needing a warmer climate. He attended North Fremantle Primary School and then John Curtin Senior High School, dropping out at 15. Why did he drop out of school?
He's saying to me it wasn't for me. I couldn't focus and it bored me to the point where I fell asleep in class. That's what he's saying. Due to my father being musical, I was only interested in music.
Ronald Belford Bon Scott was born on July the 9th, 1946, at Fife Maternity Hospital in Forfar, Scotland, to parents Charles Belford, who was a baker and former soldier, and Isabel Cunningham, also known as Isa Mitchell. Tell us about his early childhood, Ella.
It was full of adventure, fun, and laughter, he's saying. Oh, it was full of adventure, fun, and laughter. Thank you, everybody, for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed the mediumship that I did with Bon Scott. He's actually saying goodbye. So take care and bye for now.